Hello and welcome to the start of the 2021 season of Watch Me Suck at Mini Golf, coming to you from Mason Recreation Center in Leominster, Massachusetts. Unfortunately, they just invested in a new sound system, so all of the audio is muted, more or less. Anyway, let's go over the local rules, since we can't obviously talk during recording. Up top, if the ball leaves the carpet, it must be placed back on the carpet at place of departure, penalty 1 stroke. It's not to be returned to the tee unless it goes out of bounds at the tee. Third rule, we don't care. When the ball is against the sideboards within the green area, it can be moved out 6 inches. And then the next rule, don't matter. It is strictly against the rules to play anywhere except on the carpet. Absolutely no food or drinks are allowed, and they do have a 7-stroke limit for what we are about to do. So sit back and enjoy. Will it be good? Will it be bad? Let's get started. Hole number 1, Ant Hill, par 3. And this is where we start, where the sign says, right there. And then we go down the straightaway, where there's a slight bend to the right. And then in the middle square, where the anthill is completely missing, is the hole. Welcome to a new season of Watch Me Suck at Mini Golf. There goes the ball, hits the right side, bounces off the wall. In the corner, set up for a good birdie. Sizing up the putt. Bit long. There it goes, and just to the side. This is for par, and ooh, too weak. Hole number 2, Devil's Bend, par 3. Here's where we start, and there's a 45-degree angle in which you must hit if you want to make a successful putt. Then it goes long way up the green, up to the rounded section, for which a lot of speed is lost there. And once you get out of there, it's a straight shot to the hole. First shot, and ooh, it hits the wall, but it still goes down the straightaway, up to the bend, and slowly rolls to a stop. Second shot, hit hard against the wall, bounces off, and stops quite a ways from the hole. This is a long way to par. There's the shot. It's going right to the hole, and in it goes. Hole number 3, Easy Ride, par 2. You start here, and then you go up the straightaway. And that's all it is. It's just a straightaway. There used to be a potted plant right in the middle where I pointed. But nothing more. Just straight to the hole. Simple as that. First shot. And there it goes. Heading right to the hole. It's going to be close. And ooh, just barely missed. Going for par. There's the tap, and in it goes. Hole number 4, Loop the Loop, par 3. We aim down to see that we got a big loop in the way. And there are several places you can hit. You can go to the left to get by it. Go to the right to get by it. You want to hit the loop. That's where you get your best shot, and definitely not hit the butt end back there. A successful launch should send your ball to that block there, to send your ball that way. Fairly much a straight shot to the hole. First shot, plenty of ways to go. Ooh, that was not the way. Really bad. Second shot. And in the loop it goes. Off the block, and feebly moving towards the hole. Long way to par. We've done it before. Can we do it again? The answer is no. Went wide right. Long distance for the bogey shot. There it goes. And damage less. Hole number 5, narrow bridge, par 2. Of course, we start here in the middle. And right here we got the narrow bridge, which is actually easier to hit than it looks. Still doesn't mean that you can't go into the drink. If you successfully cross the bridge, it's just a straight shot to the hole. First shot. On and over the bridge, hopped its way towards the hole. Ooh! It just barely missed. Set up for even par. This is for the easy par, and in it goes. Hole number 6, swinging log, par 2. We start down here, and once again, for the optimum shot, you hit the diagonal block, for which heads towards a log, for which you manually must start to swing. Once the log is started up, you then have a challenge to try to get your ball in the hole without this log, knocking it out. First shot, butchers it, hitting between the wall and the block, and stops dead. This is for a very long par, plus a swinging log. It's heading towards it, and it missed. Once again for the bogey shot, and in it goes. Hole number 7, the gap, par 2. Almost a fairly simple hole. You start right here, and you work your way towards this ramp. You better have enough velocity. You need to clear this gap. Otherwise, you're in the sand, and that's a penalty. A successful shot will slowly go down the ramp, and then you head towards the hole. First shot. Here's the swing, and up the ramp it goes. And off to the right, bouncing around, far from the hole. This is for par, and over it goes, and just barely missed. Hole number 8, U-turn, par 2. As we start here, it's a simple U-turn. It goes around a curved surface, which again, the challenge, scrubbing speed. Then it's straight to the hole. First shot. Round the bend. Bouncing off. And bouncing again. Far from the hole. Going for par, once again a bit long. There's the shot, and just off to the left. Going for the bogey yet again, and in it goes. Hole number 9, short and sweet, par 3. Start here, and again you got the little 45-degree block for the optimum performance. And it turns, and you hit a railroad station. You can go underneath the tunnel or around the sides, and you go straight to the hole. First shot, and just barely made the block, and right under the tunnel of the station. But where did it go? Just barely behind the station. This is for birdie. There's the swing and way off to the left. Set up good for par. Going for par, and makes it. Things went a little rough where they shouldn't, and things have gone miraculously well where they generally shouldn't. Like several of the par zeros in which the shot was a long shot, literally, and made it. However, we had quite a bit of problems with the loop-de-loop. We actually missed the loop. That was a problem. But we did have some good spots, like short and sweet. That somehow turned out even as well. And a lot of one-overs that shouldn't have really happened. Poor aim and what have not. The plus sign next to the hole 8, number 24, represents where we went over the par for the front 9 of 22. So far, we're at 27 and 5 over. Hole number 10, halfway home, par 3. Used to be bowling pins when bowling pins of all kinds were on here. Basically, it's a straight shot. Yet again, you want to hit that block, fairly wide position, and the jail was moved to the side for some reason. Anyway, other than hitting the block, as I'm pointing where the jail should be sitting, you hit the block and you pretty much just go straight to the hole. Should be pretty easy. First shot, very long-winded. There it goes. It hits the 45 and cruises halfway down the second part. Second shot for birdie by the jail and heading towards the hole, just not strong enough. For even par. In it goes. Hole number 11, Sidewinder, par 2. It's fairly straightforward. You send the ball down the hole. While it's doing that, the angles send it along the course. Otherwise, it's more or less a simple yet forceful shot to the hole. And that's where some of the difficulty may lie. First shot, forceful but off to the right, following the curves, and heading towards the hole, way off to the left. Let's see what happens. Going for even par, and way too weak. Hole number 12, Hotel, par 3. Used to be the windmill, which then used to be the quote-unquote lighthouse, which was the windmill minus the blades. Start where we showed, and you could go right under the tunnel in the hotel, or you could go to the sides. A little tougher on the right-hand side than it is on the left. But those won't get you as close to the hole as going under the hotel. Either way, it's kind of tough to get there. First shot, going for the sides, and bounces off the hotel instead. Second shot, choosing the right side, and through the hotel it goes, bounces off the wall. Set up for a pretty easy shot. Going for even par. There's a shot, and ooh, just to the right. This is for bogey, and ooh, it just missed again. For double bogey, the last shot was way too hard, and yet again, just off to the side. Hole 13, Bent Arrow, par 3, with the iconic airplane. We are there, and then we simply shoot it straight, but you don't want to be at too much of an angle, because if you hit this part wrong, it's going to bounce back the wrong direction. Otherwise, it should head the right way, hit the dark part, then back to the light part, and into the hole. First shot, and away it goes, bouncing off the middle and bouncing backwards. Oh no, total disaster. Second shot, up it goes, going around, it bounces off the wall and just goes right back. for an unrealistic par. There it goes, around, not touching the wall, finally making the corner, finally heading towards the hole. For the bogey shot, there's the swing, and just barely over the lip, and so close to the hole. Hole number 14, Wishing Well, par 2. Start right here. Slight dogleg bend to the left, in which the ball goes under the wishing well. The two sides may help you, and there's absolutely nothing in there. So it's just straight through the wishing well, and hopefully it winds up at the hole. First shot, and there it goes under the wishing well. And where's the ball? It didn't come out of the wishing well. Is it stuck inside? So far, not to be found. It's nowhere inside. Did it bounce back out? Yes, it did. Second shot. That was a strange one. Under it goes, and still coming back out. Third shot, going for the gentle approach, and the ball finally gets out of the well. Now for a double bogey shot. For the double bogey, tap and too weak. Should be an easy shot. There it is for a triple bogey. Hole number Airplane, the Runaway, par 3. There used to be a toboggan, hence the original name, the Toboggan, and it was right here in the first bend. You just traversed the bends on otherwise relatively flat surface. And then once you make it through the bends, hopefully you'll wind up close or even going into the hole. First shot, and there it goes, and out of bounds. Oh no, 1-stroke penalty. Ball placed approximately where it went out of bounds. There it goes, and very close to the hole, and just a little too fast. This would be for par if it wasn't for the 1-stroke penalty, and over 1 we will be. Hole number 16, Rocket, par 2. Start here, and a dogleg bend soon after, followed by a third bend in which a rocket stands in your path. However, it's been rotated slightly counterclockwise, so there is a slight path directly to the hole, as shown here, but very difficult to get to. Otherwise, you're probably going to bounce around and try to get it from this side. First shot, lined up with the first bend. There it goes, bounces off the wall, and just short of the rocket, lined up for the hole. Second shot for par, way too weak. Didn't even get out of the rocket. Third shot, not likely to get anywhere. There it is, set up for the double bogey. Easy shot for the 2-over, and the damage is done. Hole 17, Cannon, par 3. It's a simple straight hole with a cannon in the way. And there are 5 ways in which you can go. The cannon's ever so slightly off to the left, though. You could go between the sides. You could also go to the sides of the cannon itself, or aim for the physical cannon, in which the ball will be launched, and then hopefully at some point it's close enough to the hole for an easy shot. First shot, there it goes. It's going to go to the left of the cannon, bounce off it and the wall, setting up for possibly a birdie. Keeps rolling, set up for a birdie. For the birdie, there it goes, and in the hole. Hole number 18, last chance, par 2. There you start, and it's just a straight shot to the hole. If you stay straight or to the left, it should go pretty straight. If you wind up hitting the wall on the right, the ball could go anywhere. Your objective, just go straight over the lip and into the hole where the ball does not return. First shot. There it goes, straight down the middle. Arcing left, hitting the little wall. Down the lip. This is looking like a tough par shot. To end with an even par. There it is, and down the hole it goes. What a train wreck this second half turned out to be. Not that it was all that great to begin with. The worst of it was the wishing well, because as you saw, there was a crease at the very end of the wishing well, so the ball could never get out. That caused a lot of problems and a massive overage of 3. Meanwhile, Cannon was the saving grace, so to speak. We went around the cannon and got a 1 under, and we got a nice shot at the very end at an even par with a long shot there, but managed to do it. Otherwise, there was just a lot of difficulty at the back end. So, as you can see, by hole 13, we went over par for the entire course, what the asterisk represents. And again, at hole 15, we went over par for the back 9. So as you can see, the grand total that we should have got was a 45. We wound up with a 61, which as a whole put us 16 over par, and that is just plain sucking. That was just an outright ridiculously bad run. A lot of bad luck, some things that have gone horribly wrong that were beyond control. All of it added up to this train wreck of a run here at Mason's Bowling Center. That concludes this inaugural 2021 edition of Watch Me Suck at Mini Golf. Again, from Mason Bowling Center in Leominster, Massachusetts. This is George F551 saying, hope you enjoyed and have a good one.